Hello y'all. Today we're going to do a 16 by 20 canvas like we've been doing on the past videos. Last video I did was trees. This painting is going to be just a basic one with maybe a little cabin in there. So let's get started. Okay, first I guess we'll just jump into maybe some of this phthalo blue. And come over here into some of this black and red. Just gonna mix it in the brush, and we'll just throw in a quick little sky. I think I'll have some clouds in this one. Just using just a little basic little X patterns or crisscross strokes. Just gonna go maybe something like that. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna reload the brush, and then I'm just gonna throw maybe some quick water over here. And something like that. It's gonna have just fill it in. Whatever we don't want water, we'll just cover it right up. Next, I'll blend all those brush strokes out, and we got something like that. Be right back. With a dry 2-inch brush, it's going to blend those brush strokes out. It's going to blend the water, make it soft. Or at least try to blend some of those brush strokes out. Sometimes it's hard to. Step back, and we got something like that. Just within 2 minutes, we got something like that. Next, we'll throw in some clouds. Using the fan brush, I'm just going to throw in some nice clouds. If you see your red next to that, that's a red that's already dried up. It won't mix with my expensive titanium white. Fan brush loaded. It's going to go right up in here. I'm just going to swirl the brush. Just make some nice big fluffy clouds. Something like that. Next layer, I'm just going to dip my brush into some touch of red. Kind of put like a pinkish tint to the next clouds I put in. Touch a little blue in there. It's going to come down right up in here maybe, and something like that. Notice the way I'm just turning the brush and just swirling it and turning it and spinning around and all kinds of stuff. Step back, and I'm going to blend those clouds out. Be right back with you. Taking a dry 2-inch brush, it's going to go in here and just blend all these clouds out. And I'm just gonna go over them with a light touch and just go across the hole. That way it'll be soft and fluffy. Step back, and we got something like that for a sky. Next we'll add some background trees and some material. Off camera I just decided to add some, put some gray clouds in there against that white so it could be a little more contrast. So right now I'm just going to blend all these gray ones out. Just making circular motions just like this. You don't have to turn the brush this fast, but you turn it slow like that or fast. By doing it fast, it just gets it done faster. What I'm trying to say. Now I'm just gonna go across it and just and looks like it's raining right there. That's a pretty cool effect. I think I'll leave that. Next, we'll proceed with the painting. I'm just going to take this 1-inch brush into some sap green. And come up in here. I'm just going to start forming and shaping some background trees. Just by smashing the paint into the canvas or tapping it. It's gonna, yeah, it's a nice pretty green. Sap green is a pretty nice pretty green. I like using it a lot. It's gonna go all the way across, might as well. Turn the brush over. If you run out of paint, just turn the brush over. Just putting some basic shapes in here. That's all we're doing. Step back. We got something like that. That gray and that green and that blue go good together. While I'm here, I'm just gonna pull some reflections on the Bob Ross technique that I'm using. Wonderful technique. And I'm just gonna blend that, or you got something like that. Next, I'll highlight that, so I'll be right back. Going into some cad yellow, I'm just gonna tap my brush and load it properly, something like that. We can live with that. I'm just going to go right up in here and start dropping in some highlights where the sun's hitting. I'll reload my brush. I'm not going to cover all these up and highlight, just hints. Maybe drop in just a touch of red and see. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Red's my favorite color anyway, so. And we got something like that. Let me step back and. Very nice. Okay, next I'll just add some water lines across there. And we'll just have some grass, maybe a little trail going here, and maybe a little cabin. So let's proceed. Okay, next, I'm just going to drop some grassy areas in, starting right over in here. I'm just going to fill all this in. Be right back. I'm going to reload my brush with some sap green, black, and blue. Turn the brush over, grab some more paint, and keep filling in this area. You can even go something like this, as long as you got that area filled. Step back, and we got something like that so far. Next, I'll highlight the grass, and maybe add a little cabin in there. Let's see what happens. Alright, next, I'm just going to load the brush with some cad yellow. I'm just going to highlight some of these grassy areas. Hope y'all can see that. And if your yellow doesn't stick, of course, you could add just maybe some paint thinner, and that'll help it stick more. In this case, I think I need to add some more paint thinner to my brush. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just added some paint thinner to my brush and see how. Okay, now it's coming off a little bit better. And if that doesn't work, I'll show you another way to make the grass really pop out with the palette knife. So, some nice soft grass already. Just gonna leave that area dark. Okay, let me step back. That's what we got so far. Looks pretty nice. I like it. I like the water in there. Okay, I'm going to take my palette knife and I'm going to really stamp in some highlights with the palette knife. So I'm just going to go right up in here and it's going to something just like this and just tap. Well, that's really making the highlights stick now. Come right up in here. And just tap with the knife. That's all you got to do. This is adding texture to the painting too. Do something like that. And maybe down in here. Reload my knife and keep going just like this. The highlights are really standing out. I'm going to grab just a little bit of white. And really, maybe the sun's really hitting right up in here. Not too much white though. It can overpower and you can lose that effect. See, maybe right up in there. It looks pretty good. I'm going to leave this area dark. I'm going to have the light hit right up in there. Okay, next I'm going to add a couple of trees in the cabin and we're going to almost be done with this painting. I just took in some black on the palette knife. Now I'm just going to go right up in here and just put a couple little trees that are just standing there. Maybe got something there. Alright, got something going like this. And maybe one right over in here that's taller. That one just probably goes off the canvas. Okay, then I'm gonna add some branches and other things. This painting looks like to one I did previously. It was called a Soft Spring View, and I sold that painting. This one looks almost like it. And right up here, I'm just gonna put some branches and everything. Be right back. I'm take the script liner brush, and we're just gonna come right up in here and just add some little limbs on these trees. Something like that. And something like that. Alright, let me step back and these look pretty nice. I added some highlights to them so they could look like little birch trees. And next, I'm going to put some leaves on these trees, and then we'll do our put a little cabin in there maybe. Let's see. Okay, those leaves, I just put them in blue, but those are going to be the shadow of the leaves. Now, took some cad yellow again, and I'm just going to highlight those. The light's coming from this side, so I'm just going to highlight them just like that. See how pretty that is? Whew, that's nice. I like that. Just going to go right in here. Let's highlight that one. Reload my brush and just come right over in here. Step back. Wow, that looks very nice. Sometimes I even get amazed on what type of paintings I do. Looks very nice. I like it. Okay, we'll continue on. I'm just going to drop some highlights right up in here, just a little bit. It's going to do something like that. And maybe right up in here, it's going to put a little thing that's going right there. Next, I'm just going to put a little path right there. I'm just going to put a little path that starts right up in here. So, took a fan brush, and I'm just going to go as it comes towards you now. Make sure it gets bigger as it comes towards you. And something like that. Just step back. And it looks like it goes right up the hill, or right up the landscape. Next, I'll highlight that path. Took some titanium white on the palette knife. I'm just going to go and just probably just start highlighting this, just going across just like that. Got a little bit too much right there. I'll just borrow that and just step back. Alright. Okay, let's see. Next, I'll just drop a little shack or cabin in there, or however you want to call it. I'll be right back. Okay, right up in here off camera, I made the outline of the cabin. So what I'm going to do now is going to fill it in with some dark paint like that. It's gonna bring it down over. Come to, let's see, come to this side, bring it down. Come to this side and just bring that side down. Fill that side in. Put my overhang back right there. That and this. Okay, now I'm just gonna wipe my knife off. I'm just gonna put the highlights on this side. Let's see, and be right back. Get some highlight color on the knife. Just gonna go some right here and just pull down. Then just gonna put probably a little red roof. So let me add some color to the knife. Let's go right up in here, like that. Put just a little bit of highlight in the front, like that. Go something like that. And I'm just gonna try to scrape in a little door right there. And drop in the door. And come right and add some little boards. That, whoever used to live in that cabin and didn't do a good paint job on it. Okay, let me step back. And we got a little cabin or a shack there. Next, we're going to just put some final touches and call this painting complete. Okay, I loaded the brush with some more titanium, excuse me, some cadmium yellow. Sometimes I can't see what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just going to put some little things like this. And I'm going to add some red, some bright red. And I'm just going to add some bright red and put some little touches right up in here, right around the sides of the path. The red just stands out. Look at that. Step back and we got something like that. Maybe there's a little something growing over there. And looks like we have a finished painting. Next I'll sign it and call it good. Took some more bright red on the script liner. I'm just going to come right up in here and sign. I hope you enjoyed watching this painting. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments or any requests, leave them in the description box below. And y'all have a nice evening. Goodbye.